What is going on, everybody? Welcome to ANR Weekly. We got a great show today. I am your host, Alvin. I am very, very excited to get the show going. But like always, I got to bring in my partner. He's somewhere in Kathmandu, catching up on The Sopranos, but I had to tell him to pause a little bit from the binge and join me today for our show. My man, D. What is going on?
I'm no Switty comeback for that.
Oh, man.
How are you doing? How are you doing today?
I am doing good, man. I'm doing good.
That's good.
I'm excited. It's Monday. You know, a lot of people don't like Mondays, but we're here to change that. We're trying to end Monday on a good note. That's why we do our show on Mondays.
That's a good way to be positive.
Yeah. You know, if you had a tough Monday, which a lot of people usually do, sit back, relax, watch our show, and we'll try to entertain you and inform you. All right, man. So let me ask you, what did you watch and what did you get this week?
I watched. Do you remember Earth's Mightiest Heroes, that Avengers cartoon? I think it was.
Yes, yeah. Okay.
I started rewatching that. I don't know why, because they canceled it, so I'm just gonna get disappointed at the last episode. But I started binging that. Family Guy, I just turned on for background noise. Watched Constantine for obvious reasons. We'll discuss that later. But that's about it for shows. There wasn't anything that stood out. I did get this guy. I was super stoked about him. It's the
Yes.
Buzz.
I love that figure.
Yeah, he's so cool. I love it. And then
do you want other characters from that or just him?
I only cared about him. I don't care
I don't care if you make other ones cool, I guess. For fans maybe who want it, fine. But
maybe I don't want to spoil it, but if there's an alternate suit, maybe make that one.
Yeah. But for me, I'm just gonna get that. It's good.
Yeah, that one's. I'm fine with this. Like, I this is one of my top figures of this year, I think.
All right.
And then I got this shirt from Walmart. This Black Panther shirt.
Oh, that looks tight.
Yeah.
I don't mean tight as in tight on you. It looks good. I mean.
Thank you. And then I started making. I don't have Toxin. Well, I have the monster one, but I wanted a slender one, sort of.
This is the one you're making for me, right?
Yeah, sure. It's on the Venom body.
You know, every time you make
every time I make something,
I'm gonna say that, right?
Drop it off
because one of those days you're gonna say, "Yes, it is for you."
Yeah, that's true. I do have stuff on the table. I made it out of the movie Venom. Here's when I painted the logo on before they released that 2-pack.
Look at how good that is. That's clean, man.
And then I made a Swamp Thing out of it as well.
Yeah,
I like this body a lot.
Show the back. Show the back of this. You got actual flowers embedded into the body. I remember when we posted on Instagram, it blew up. Everybody started commenting about it.
I was self-conscious about it, but I'm glad it was well received.
Let's say hi to some of the people in the chat here, if you don't mind. We got the Lost Cause crew up in here.
I watched them. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. Yeah. We both tuned in for that.
Well, if you didn't, I was going to mention it. But yes, Lost Cause, the crew, Omar, 78 points. These guys are cool dudes. They're on Saturday nights. I mean, we used to go out on Saturday nights. D, what happened? Now we're all sitting at home, listening to our But hey, it is what it is, and I enjoy it. I like it.
We got old.
We got old. You grab a drink and kind of enjoy the show. And I'm glad they do it on a Saturday night. It's really nice and refreshing too.
Yeah, my old bones can just relax and just chill and watch those guys.
And these guys are really calm, and they never yell at each other or make fun of each other. Just professional.
Yeah,
there's a lot of sarcasm in that.
That's okay.
Alex Martinez is here. Cowabunga Jew's here. Hello, gents. Christopher's here. Hello,
hi,
Chris. Alex says, Rings of Power latest episode and looking forward to Andor this week. Yeah, definitely. Speaking of Andor, Popcorn Chicken is back and is back this week, and we're going to be doing all things Andor. Breakdowns, analysis, predictions, all of that stuff is coming. Justin and myself and maybe one other person from the ANR staff will be doing Andor and just breaking it all down for you guys. So look forward to that. We'll probably do it on a Wednesday night, pre-recorded, or Thursday. We haven't really defined the time, but it will be up usually within 24 hours to 48 hours from the show. And this week they're starting out with a bang. They're doing 3 episodes all at once. Oh. Yeah, dropping 3 like Amazon usually drop 3 episodes. So yeah, we're gonna have to sift through it all and go through it episode by episode. But yeah, look forward to it on Popcorn Chicken segment. It's coming.
Sweet. With 78 points on. Shout out to him. It was National Old People's Day. I don't recall the official term.
Oh man.
But he made a point to bring it up. So shout out to you. I respect you.
You're talking to him. You better be talking to him.
Yeah, I'm talking to him.
Okay, good. I wonder how old he is.
I don't know. He looks young.
Is he? Yeah,
he ages like fine wine, I suppose.
Yeah.
We're distinguished.
Yeah, he is very. My man Toy Farce, though, we gotta get him to come say hi to us once in a while and just chat. Omar, you gotta get Toy Farce. Maybe it's a little late for him where he lives. I think he lives on Eastern time zone, but I love that dude. He's just such a chill guy. Just goes with the flow.
Yeah.
And that accent is on point. Anything else?
I think we about got it there.
You got it? Okay, my turn.
Anyway, see you later.
Yeah, that's the show, folks. Adios.
What's up? What'd you get?
Believe it or not, this was a bare week pretty much for me. The reason why I haven't been able to get out because I've been really busy with a lot of things. I've got a ton of stuff at the post box, and I've got stuff at the local stores that they keep telling me to come pick up. I haven't had a chance to. But this came in the mail, and everyone's going to wonder why. But Sharon Carter came in the mail. I don't even remember ordering this. I don't even remember ordering this. When I get an email saying it's on the way, I'm like, what? When did I order this? Did I accidentally click the wrong button?
I don't even recall her being part of any say. I think I saw her and tuned her out.
I am not going to get any of these guys unless they go on clearance. That's my goal.
Who? Oh, not even She-Hulk?
No. I'll wait for clearance.
Okay, that's fair. Like totally respect that.
When it goes on clearance, no problem. I'll buy them, right? But I'm not buying anything. I also got another one, the second one of these. I've got the Spider-Man right here, Iron Spider. So it's my second one. I'm probably going to keep this one sealed. And then hopefully that one day I'll open it up and there's like a bag of rocks in there. Right? So, yeah. That's all I got actually this week. So it's a pretty bare week. I'm hoping next week I'll have more stuff to show. In terms of what I watched Rick and Morty. This week was a good episode. I watched House of Dragons. Great episode this week. Rings of Power. Not so great this week. Wasn't great any week, but I watched those. I actually watched with my family on Saturday night. We decided to get together, me and my boys and my wife. We got together and watched Pinocchio, the live action.
What did you think? I saw that face. A little bit.
Oh man, how do I quickly sum this up? This was probably a 6 out of 10.
I'm surprised it was even that high. I see a lot of hate for it.
I think a lot of it was because I got caught up in this magic moment where my two sons never seen Pinocchio.
Okay.
So they don't even know Pinocchio. They never watched the animation. So this was their first introduction to Pinocchio, and they kind of liked it. I mean, they're kids, right? So their expectations aren't as high. Plus, they don't know what the original story was. So I was kind of more, excited with them to watch it for the first time. I thought the actors weren't terrible. The voices weren't terrible or anything like that. I thought Tom Hanks did the best he could. Somewhere along the line, the show just becomes boring, very stale. It starts off great and magical, and then somewhere along the line, you just tune out. I was on my phone like for 10 minutes and trying to put it away because my wife.
It's the middle part. The middle parts.
It's the middle part. Yeah. It's just very boring and bland, right? And I don't know why they needed to change things around a little bit. I'm not going to get into detail, like I said.
Yeah.
It's not a review, but 6 out of 10. I don't know. The ending kind of turned me off as well. I was like, "What? This is it? Like, are we trying to push towards a part 2 here? Is that what they're trying to do? Just stretch it out to another."
What could they possibly? I'm curious. Maybe I'll fast forward to the end and see how they.
Yeah, we'll talk about it off air as well. But yeah, 6 out of 10. It's on Disney Plus. Maybe if you're bored on a Friday or Saturday night, turn it on, entertain yourself for about an hour and a half, or throw popcorn at it and discuss whatever. But it was fun for me to show this, and then I think it got my kids interested in the animation. They're like, "Let's go watch the animation," because I'm like, there's an animation for this, and they're like, "Oh, really? Okay, let's go check it out." So I'm like, "Okay, we'll check it out another week." And I go, that's the original story from what Disney first started off with Pinocchio. So maybe watch that.
When you show them older animated films, do they care, or they go, "Wow, this is so outdated compared to like what they have today"? Like, are they?
Sometimes they do.
Yeah.
Some of the things, but if the story is good enough, they forget about that. It's interesting.
Yeah.
They forget about the animation if the story is good enough.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, which is really weird but interesting at the same time. Like, if the story is really bad, they poke at all of the little mistakes. They're like, "Oh wow, this looks really bad," or the drawings are like my youngest son. He watches the older Simpson episodes where the animation is that great.
Oh yes, squiggly
but
line.
but the scripts are amazing, right?
Yeah.
So he doesn't care. He knows the new ones are nice and beautiful, but he loves the older ones because they're just hilarious. They're just some of the best writing, right? They don't hold the new episodes don't hold a candle to the first 10 seasons.
Yeah,
in my opinion, right? So
those are still like some of the best episodes to this date.
Yeah,
like I'll throw those on.
So funny.
I don't know. Ignore iTube here. He asked if I could make. I looked this thing up, and it's the creepiest thing I've ever seen. So I could make it, but will I? I think.
If you throw enough bread at this dude, he might do it for you, and he's really good at what he does. So throwing some bread at this dude might make that happen.
It's creepy as heck. Chris would love it.
Yeah, Chris, another one in the chat. Yeah, that dude's talented too, and that is up his alley, right? That is up his the horror stuff, the creepy, crazy stuff. That's up Chris's alley.
I thought it was a robot. I was like, "Oh, is this a droid?" And then I typed it in. Like, oh my gosh, what is this thing?
Yeah. Chris says it's hard when you take Disney classics to live action. It's not always good in transition. Like if we've seen The Simpsons live action, just leave it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lion King was good, was it not?
Some people hated that too. So what Jess brought up is they're making a Mufasa movie.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, cool. And she's like, the premise is he wasn't born into royalty. Like he took it. Like he overthrew, I guess, the previous. So he's not born from which could make a good story. It's like, but
it doesn't. Okay, never mind.
But then I started thinking, like, so Scar's upset because he was next in line. Next in line from what? It would just be you, Mufasa, and then your brother. Like, it's not like a dynasty of just their lineage. It's just him.
I don't think that's a good way to do this. Like,
but it could lead for like action, fighting, overthrowing. Like, who knows?
I'm not liking that script. If that's,
you don't like it, huh?
I don't like that at all. Mufasa is royalty because he says, remember when he's talking to him
about his fathers and his previous fathers and
the
his
great
fathers
kings
before.
of all the kings are in the star. Like, what is the point of that line then?
Oh, I have no idea.
That bugs me now. I wish you could tell me that. That's gonna bug me now.
Well, it's better if you knew ahead of time.
Yeah, right. Oh man, I'm gonna be writing to Disney. Like, you're ruining our stuff here. Stop. Just to try to milk some money out of us, right? Like, just stop. Get some teams together and create some new stories instead of ruining our childhood, for God's sakes. That's about it for what I watched and what I got. Let's get into our first topic, which is Toy Talks.
Okay.
I have a feeling the ending is going to be a little juicy. Unless you're starting it off from the beginning.
No.
Are you starting it with the bag?
No.
Okay.
So this, I like to look at.
Oh man.
Ooh. But no room on the shelf, and I have like War Machines. I don't need.
I love me some War Machine, man.
Would you get this one?
How big is
this? How big is your Optimus?
112 scale.
6.9 inches. But then, what's the difference between that and like Amazing Yamaguchi and Sentinel? And like, eventually they all start to look the same. Just different companies are making them.
I just respect DLX what they do.
They are good quality.
They do a really good job. Yeah, this is a tough one. I will pass on this. It's just because I'm trying to move away from MCU movie stuff here.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to move away from all that because I think it just gets too much for me. I've got so much Marvel figures. It's insane.
Chris thinks you will get it still.
Oh, Chris. I will not get it. But, what are you?
No, because I I have the Rebel-Tech one, and then I think the other one's Sentinel, and I think I pre-ordered that one. See, I don't even know. I just saw War Machine and I pre-ordered.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy. I thought we were friends, Chris. What's going on here?
Yeah, but look at the room. He doesn't have much room left, so. And that's not a bad thing. I'm not trolling you or anything, but like you need to think ahead of time. Will this fit anywhere on my shelf?
You talking about me?
Yeah.
I just got 2 more of these shells in the other room.
Okay. Oh, there you go.
But no, listen. Those 2 shells are it. I got no other space, and it's already 70% full already. And I still have the hallway full of figures.
Don't forget your Toon Turtles.
Oh no. Oh yeah, so yeah, I'm running out of space.
So I guess that's it. I know for that one, Chris.
Alex throws a spicy meatball at me here. He goes, Alvin, will you be back in the Ghost Rider HasLab? Stay tuned. We will get into that, I promise. That is a spicy
I'll speed through this. I limited the toy talk this week.
Yeah, I know.
Just because I feel like we're going to talk about that a lot.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you remember Loose Collector did these mock-ups.
Yo, are you still able to back this up?
I think they're just going to sell it.
Oh, it's not like a...
I don't think it's a Kickstarter or anything.
Okay.
So there's this, and then he revealed these today.
I'm going to get this.
Today, a couple days ago. It looks so cool.
I don't know why. It just looks awesome. This could go into your Marvel Legends Daredevil collection. This could go into G.I. Joe collection. I believe the name is Jinx, the character.
From Joe.
Yeah, so like there's so many places you can put this character and it won't look out of place. Like I have this basically going in my Daredevil, like the hand clan and all that.
Yeah.
So I have this. I'm envisioning that in that part of my shelf, but it looks fantastic.
Yeah, I think I'll get it.
Yeah.
What's interesting is I remember Loose Collector doing customs back in the day. It's nice to see actual products being released now, like official ones.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah, Alex wants it.
Yeah. I might grab two of these.
Looking at the previous one, you can't really see it, but it says final product will have pins, which is the opposite of Hasbro's, where they show a pinless product on their box and then inside it has pins and people freaked out.
Yeah. Chris says Typhoid Mary. Yeah, I could see that too, especially with the white face paint on. That could be as well.
You could even pop her Marvel Legends head on that one, probably, if you're worried about, because sometimes she has the half white.
Are you gonna get the big boy there?
I don't know. I like the.
I want to see it painted. I want to see it painted,
and I want to see. Yeah, so if it's painted up, and if you bicep swivel, and it just strips the paint completely, those are things that I don't like.
If you look at the left one, it does have almost a butterfly pull to it, right? I wonder if it can go back.
Well, the Hulk, it's hard because he's so beefy.
Yeah, but I'm wondering with this cut, it's a big cut there.
Yeah,
it might look weird in picture, but the range is what I wanted to see too as well.
Yeah, I mean it's hard to. Well, the bicep looks like the joint goes all the way up here, which bothered us for the beefier McFarlane figures, like they're the first wave ones.
Mm-hmm.
But here it seems necessary if you want to get him to actually like move his arms, because Hulk has that problem where he can only do that. It is a lot of glass.
That's a lot of. Yeah, it is. It's thick.
We'll see if it can move though.
Chris Goodman's mouth was yeah, in your twisted world, Chris.
Two different versions. You gotta buy the second version.
This is Chris's upside down Barbie world. That's what it is. Can you imagine if somebody gave Chris the rights to make an upside down Barbie world? He would just destroy it.
No, I think that would be a good selling point. It'd be like Alice the Madman.
People would actually watch that.
Yeah.
A crazy Barbie
people
world.
Like that stuff. People like that stuff.
Hey, we said it first here, okay? Anybody who takes that idea, they copied us.
Chris is the guy to do it.
All right, what do we got next?
You brought this up today.
Yes.
These myth figures. I guess it's
when I heard
5K toys threw it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick this guy up. I love Zeus. When I heard that the Thor movie is gonna have Zeus, I was envisioning this. I thought it would be a great test for Thor, lightning versus thunder, and then we know what we got instead.
So
Yeah,
what's funny about that, I don't want to deflect, but like there's an alternate scene
yeah,
where
I saw that.
you
Yeah,
saw
yeah,
that, and
yeah,
there's like
yeah.
that battle doesn't even
Oh,
happen. And he seems more mature and just like has full of wisdom, and
yeah.
he understands where Thor is coming from. Totally changed the mood of the scene. But yeah, he looks cool.
I might grab him. 70, 70, 70 I think $71, something like
It's
that.
pretty good. I see a lot of people trying to make a Zeus
Yeah.
out of Marvel Legends figures, like Hercules with old man Hawkeye's long hair.
Is this a ripoff from God of War?
I think based on the sword.
It looks like it may be ripped off from God of War.
It's the same. When you see one Zeus, you see them all.
That is true. That is true. Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna pick this guy up. He just looks cool.
And then
What
what
else
else
we
we
got?
got here? Oh, Diamond Selects Super Scroll. I mean,
I didn't even know. I never seen this scroll. Like you probably know this.
that scroll's a scroll to me.
But did he like engulf? What's his name?
There's more than one.
Yeah, are you gonna get this? Because some people say they'll fit into their scroll collection because they're different sizes.
I don't.
You love some scrolls.
I do like scrolls a lot. Maybe.
I got you the one with the hair dryer.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Like a lot. You'd be surprised how much I was like. I look at it.
You
And it's
never
just
said
like,
that to me. Why didn't
yeah,
you tell me that?
Sorry, it slipped my mind, but I was playing around. Even though it's just a Sunfire buck and then
I
a
knew
scroll
you're
head,
gonna like it.
I did like it a lot.
That was hard to come by the way.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah. Like I remember trying to get it. It was like sold out. Boom, like that. Omar says, "Smash that like button." I appreciate that. Yes, if you're listening to us for the first time, go ahead, smash that like button, and go ahead and subscribe to our channel. We're in episode 86. I didn't realize that today. I'm like, what? 86 episodes? Not to. This is just a regular podcast. We did like I think like maybe 60, 70 other episodes with just movies on Popcorn Chicken and things like that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. If we had counted all of that, I think we're probably over 200.
And you're diving into the gamerverse now.
Yeah. Thank you for mentioning that. Our AGR channel, Astonishing Game Reviews, we've got video there coming up every week. And we definitely want people to go over there and subscribe to that channel, Astonishing Game Reviews, because when we hit 1,000 subscribers there, we're going to be giving them an Xbox, brand new Xbox, to somebody just for being a subscriber. So go ahead, go over there and subscribe, support that channel, and let us know what games you want us to review. We're going to do some games from any platform you want to review for you guys. I'm probably going to get this guy. Why not? Throw him in the back.
Yeah.
He's not going to move a lot, but just throw him in the back, right?
On the topic of selects, I don't know if we brought this up, that Miles Morales, that turd of a figure.
I know you're going to get him.
I'm not getting that Miles. No way. We don't even have Disney Store here, so thank God. Don't even have to look at that thing.
So Brick Something says, "Hi, those look great. I'm not familiar with these versions of the Super Scroll, but love this funky combo of custom." Yeah, me too. I'm not too familiar with it, but hey, scrolls, like you said, they come in different shapes and sizes, all different looks. Throw another one in the back in your group of scrolls, right? Why not? What else
they got here? Oh, these little model kits.
Okay, when I first saw this, I got excited. I got super excited. I'm like, oh, these are pretty cool. And then I find out it's model kits. I'm like, oh, come on.
Okay, though, but like, so do you have the figure arts ones?
Yeah, I still have the figure arts ones, yes.
And then you have Lightning Collection.
Yes.
So how many do you need?
That's a tough question.
Yeah. Because
okay, I thought these were going to be like just like cool, because I was looking for the articulation on these, right?
Yeah.
And they look pretty crazy. 78 points. I'm not reading that.
Keep it PG.
Yeah.
I mean, they look cool, right?
They look great, yeah, but I would have loved to have this like in front of my office desk, just a team together. What I thought was this is going to be a package together.
Mm-hmm.
You just buy it and you're good. You get the whole set, and then you're good. But
Yeah,
it turns out,
a nice cheap alternatives, maybe a
yeah,
tad smaller.
that's what I thought until I looked at the price. They're $40 US each.
Yeah,
Nah, that ain't gonna happen. And I gotta put it together. Nah,
it's like
come on
IKEA.
now.
You're all about IKEA stuff.
Yeah, sure I am.
This is the IKEA of action figures.
Don't look at the back of my Billy cases any day. Don't ever look at the back.
Is it just like nail holes? Just like oops,
I'm not gonna go there. I'm not saying anything.
Hey,
I'm not saying anything.
mine's like that.
No, I'm not putting this stuff together. If I'm paying $40 US, somebody from that company comes to my house and puts it together and gives it to me in my hand. Then I'll pay $40. That's crazy.
What else is here?
I'm assuming you're not getting that?
No, I'm not getting that. I don't need it.
Okay. I need this.
Yeah?
I
figured, are you getting the Master of the Universe stuff?
Yes, I have every one of them so far.
I figured you were. I just wasn't sure.
I have the old one, the one that came out during the Super 7 time.
Yeah.
I have that Stratos, and that still looks good and holds up pretty well. But this is nice. This is like a modern twist to him. Yeah, definitely getting this.
I think it's your buddy Todd next. Oh, yeah, it is.
Oh, God.
Ryan, what's up?
Ryan, what's up, buddy? How you doing?
Sorry, you caught Alvin out of bad mood right now.
Ryan, you just came at the worst time. You came when we're talking about...
These look fine. Like, look, the details great.
Are you telling me that the Red Hood looks fine?
He looks like he does in the game. I'm not going to buy it.
Yeah, so there you go. If he was great, you'd buy it.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't fit in any of my collection.
He doesn't fit in anyone's collection except for Omar's. I want to see that sad collection of McFarlane. Omar needs to take a picture of his sad McFarlane.
Leave him alone. Leave him alone.
I'm calling you out, Omar.
We're inclusive here.
Hey,
but okay, what about
you do what you gotta do, right?
What about
your money.
Scarecrow?
You know what? Of the three of them, I thought Joker looked pretty good. He looks very messed up.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got a pretty long cone head type of, head going on there, but yeah, I mean,
yeah, they look great.
Look, Todd does creepy, crazy figures really well, right? He goes the extra mile for these figures. That's because he's like that. That's his little, wheelhouse. But I mean, what is Batman doing standing against the wall there? Like, who does pictures?
No. He's tied up.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I didn't see that. Yeah,
I didn't notice that. I didn't notice that at first.
Yeah, it just looked like he was just hanging out in the back there. Yeah, Batman's tied up in chains because Batman's stupid and doesn't know how to get out of chains.
No, that's all part of his plan.
Yes. I don't know. That's not, these guys are... I'm not buying any, like I said. I am done with McFarlane. The only McFarlane figures I'll buy are these giant ones like Swamp.
The Swamp Thing and Bane.
And no, I'm passing on Bane too.
Okay.
I'm not going to get Bane. I thought about it.
I got Swamp Thing. I like Swamp Thing.
Yeah, Swamp Thing, I got that because it's nice and huge and he can fit into pretty much anything, any of DC in the back. But no, I'm done with DC. Like when they go to 6-inch line, let me know. Give me a call then. I ain't doing the 7-inch nonsense. And when they actually figure out how to make articulation on figures better, give me a call then. Like Joker doesn't have a thigh cut. Does Robin have?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't do thigh cuts.
That's what I'm saying. Like why? Like why is this cost too much to make an extra cut in the legs?
Come on, Alvin. Come on.
It's year 3 now, isn't it, for McFarlane?
Do you care about Grundy or no?
Oh man. Okay. You might get me on Grundy if it's done right. I gotta see it. You might get me on Grundy because it's a big figure, so he could go pretty much any collection with 6-inch line figures too. Because he's gonna be a big, overpowering.
Because they did one. I don't think he's out yet, but he has the bicep problem where he can't move his arm.
See, there's always a problem.
He gets like a 15-degree angle, so like he ever so slightly bends it.
Low-key. Shout out to Low-key. He actually just reminds me now. On Thursday last week, I was invited to the Toy Migos, and they invited me over because during the time when they were raising funds for one of their members, Dario, I messaged Cheney and I said, "Can I be part of it? I want to donate some, some figures and raise some money for him to help him out, because it's a community. That's what we do." So I had sent a bunch of stuff to him, and he asked me to come on to do the giveaway there, the raffle draw. It was a lot of
That's
fun.
cool.
The beginning was a little shaky because my audio was not working. For 20 minutes, it was a big laugh. Everyone was making fun of me and all that stuff.
Did you use the same platform or no? Different?
It was StreamYard still, but
Okay.
I had some mics issue. I think something happened, the power outage or something.
Of
It
course.
ended up, yeah. So it took me about 20 minutes. I figured it out, and after that, it was smooth sailings. We had a good time. We had some fun. I enjoyed it. But the reason why I mentioned Loki is I actually brought a $50 Amazon gift card to the show as well, and he won it. So and I sent it to him. I hope
He won it on the show?
he won it on the show.
On his own
Yeah.
show?
No, no,
That
no.
seems awfully suspicious.
No, not
Okay, okay,
Loki.
okay.
Loki. No, no, no.
Okay.
No. On the Toy Migos show. No,
I was like, Elvin, are you going to win your Xbox? That you
no. He was part of the audience, the chat room.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what question it was, but he was the first to answer it. There was a bunch of people that answered within seconds, but he was the first, and Cheney awarded him the $50 Amazon gift card.
Nice.
I wonder if he. Let me know if you want. Have you used it already? If not, that's fine. But please don't use it on McFarlane figures. That's money.
No, don't listen to him. You can get whatever you want. Buy all the McFarlanes you want.
Hey, Omar, he's like 1999. Listen, just because it's 1999 doesn't mean you should go buy it, right? Garbage is garbage. Doesn't
Some
matter.
are fantastic. Oh, he doesn't hate it as much as he's claiming.
Man, on Saturday he's gonna rip me apart. He's waiting for Saturday. He's like, "Where's Saturday at?
Elvin's mad.
Where's Saturday at?"
Superman's his favorite, and he's
okay. Why you gonna hate on Superman? What did he do to you, huh? He
I'm
only
not hating
saves
on
the
Superman.
world.
I'm saying he's your favorite, and Todd butchered him on the.
Todd,
the first
he gave
one.
him a gun hand. He gave him a gun hand. What the hell?
So there's a little bias now, a little hateful bias.
Like I said before, I'm going to say it again. I love Todd McFarlane. He is a Canadian icon. I absolutely have so much respect for him for what he did from, starting from nothing to building a huge company where he gets to live out his dream of drawing and making action figures, not only from Spawn, but from DC license. So I got a huge respect for him. And as a person, I've heard nothing but great things. I don't know him personally, but I don't hear anybody in social media talking negative about this dude. And
I met him once, and he's just like, I was like ready to move on because there's a signing. So like, okay, see you later. And he kept like talking to me. I was like, oh,
I think he's an absolute legend. Like, honestly, and I wanted him to do good in this line because, like DC hasn't had a good run yet, and I just don't think they've got it figured out. Maybe in a couple of years when he revamps it, because it's every 5 years he has to re-up the contract with them, right? So I'm thinking maybe in the 5th year they go, okay, we've done 7-inch lines, let's do 6-inch. It's gonna piss off everybody, except for me because I didn't go heavy on it. And I'll be like, yeah, 6-inch figures, let's do them right now. Die cuts, bicep swivels, Let's do this.
I appreciate that he went out and made a separate gun pack because DC stopped like letting them include guns with their figures. So it's like, okay, that's fine. Anyways, here's the Todd gun set.
This is Todd's gun set. It might or might not fit in your figures. What? This looks like on a gun that one of the figures could have. Hey, it's my pack. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
That's that's listening and to your fans, and that's doing service to the customers that want these, right? And DC, man, like get your stuff together. Guns, like, come on, these are toys. Grow up.
Get it, yeah.
Fools.
Get it together.
Yeah.
What else we got here? Oh, one last thing from McFarlane. I don't care about these two. The one on the left, I got the Yamaguchi version.
Why the side eye again?
Yeah.
What's with the side eye? Like,
he loves it.
You just ruined that figure right there. Who's gonna buy that figure? Because you can't even face it in a picture and looking at somebody unless they're standing next to them. Oh man.
It'd be fine if there's alt heads, but that's okay. Whatever. I kind of like those wings for custom purposes. Angel? But then again, that'd be too big on Angel, I think.
Yeah. It will be way too big, I think. What about the guy with the COVID mask?
Overhaul? Nah.
Yeah.
His power is like he can disassemble and reassemble anything, so you can't really transition that well.
Side eye makes them look cool. Said nobody. Said nobody. Anybody else in the chat thinks side-eye is a great idea? Let me know. Support Omar here if you want. I just think that side-eye is just ridiculous. If you're going to do side-eye, give an additional head. That way you can have both.
Yeah.
That's just common sense, right? If you're not going to give additional head, that's just ridiculous. Like, come on.
At this point, they're basically statues. That's his intent.
Yeah. Let's move on from this. Let's get into more positive.
Here's what you.
Oh God. Okay. Okay. This the spicy meatball that we've been waiting for. Okay. I'm gonna let you go on this. Let me hear your thoughts.
Well, it's Ghost Rider's Robbie Reyes.
Yes.
I personally like the character. However, I think the price is absurd. I think they should remove those lights. I think the hood should instead open up so you could see the engine, because like, why not?
You do see the engine sticking out of the.
No, I want to see the internal workings.
But why do you care about the internal workings?
I care. I want him posed up with his car.
Are you a mechanic?
I just want to see it. If I'm paying that much, I want to see it. I want to see all the bits and pieces.
Could you not take the hood off? Because how do you replace the engine? It just pops off or something?
It just pops out.
So the actual hood doesn't come off?
No. The trunk does, though, in case you're worried about trunk stuff.
Well, I know why the trunk does, because I think that's one of the tiers. Is going to fill it up with stuff in the back.
We'll see.
That's my theory of why the trunk is empty, and they showed the trunk opening up and everything. They're going to put stuff in the trunk as one of the tiers, which is going to be pretty sad tier.
It's just like it's a cheap hollow. I can feel the hollowness in this picture. You know when you pick it up and you just like
my tech deck gets more cross. Yo, so on Saturday when I was watching these guys at Lost Cause Collective, these guys were showing off their vehicles for like $100 or $80.
$40. Yeah,
and they're phenomenal vehicles. Like I can't remember, it was 78 points, I believe. It had the
he showed off some.
Those are amazing vehicles and justifiable prices too for them. That's where this is upsetting people. It's always going to be the price. It comes down to the price all the time. It's
the damn lights. Like, do you have light up figures?
Yeah, I got light up figures.
How often do you turn those lights on though?
Never.
Exactly. I turn it on.
I think the battery's out.
Yeah, you just the acid.
Because if you don't take batteries out, eventually they become acidic, right?
Yeah.
And then the alkaline will just melt your plastic. So no, I don't care for these lights either. I mean, hey, listen, this is just us speaking from our own opinions. There's probably people that love this light up.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I mean, it looks in this promo picture here, it looks cool. Like I'm fine. Like the wheels look fantastic there.
Is one of the tiers going to be Dodge emblems? Because I don't see a single Dodge Charger emblem anywhere. No Hellcat, nothing.
If they included the emblem, it'd be a $500 figure. So let's just really.
I think they had to pay for this because it's very similar to a Dodge Charger. Like, that's walking on a fine line there from not getting sued by Dodge. So whatever. I think they probably paid for that. That's the reason why it's expensive.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
I like the fact he actually fits in the car. That's cool.
Can you imagine if Dodge comes down and sues these guys? They're like, yeah, you want to complete your tiers, huh? Here's one for you. Here's a tier. Find us in the courtroom for copying our vehicle.
No. They're fine with it. You can get away with making any, like, this is fine. They won't get sued for that. They won't get in trouble at all.
Man, look at the back. It's the bottom of it. At the bottom, on the far right at the top there, picture.
Yeah.
Not a single chrome. No metal finish. Nothing.
I wish I had a closer picture. So I know this is just a render, but all of those parts are separate. So they could have painted them individually if they really wanted, instead of just making it black.
The best way to show fans why this is $349 is to show attention to detail, right? Now, they did make a decent job of the interior, as you can see, with the pedals, the stick shift. But you need to do more than that. When I was asked by the Toy Amigos, by the way, I did a bonus episode with Toy Amigos After Hours for members of Toy Amigos. You can, if you're a member of Toy Amigos, and I definitely recommend you become one, go and watch the After Hour. We talked specifically about this. and we talked about price and everything. And I said to him at the time when I guessed is 200 US. The reason why I said that is I thought they would appreciate the amount of money they made from Sentinel and Galactus and say, let's bring it back down to our smaller vehicle, smaller item, and bring the price down because it's warranted. We've made a ton of money off these guys. And then they go and price it exactly at Sentinel price. You can't tell me that the engineering in this car is the same as a Sentinel. You got to be out of your mind. This is a Hot Wheels car.
As someone, I didn't back the other one. So how does it when are you allowed to cancel your pre-order?
Before the last day of pre-orders.
So if they reach a tier and then
I think no, Galactus, they asked people, are you still sure you wanted it? They asked one more time before proceeding.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because can people jump in once the first tier is unlocked? Oh, now this is worth it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
they could definitely jump in.
Because that's what I'll most likely do. It's all dependent on that.
And also in regards to early bird, people are getting confused again with early bird. Just because you missed out on the first week doesn't mean you won't get the early bird. All they want to see is the numbers hit that on the first week. So I don't know how many numbers they need to hit in the first week.
Yeah.
So you can actually buy or jump in even after next week and still get your early bird stuff. But in order to get that stuff, that numbers must hit by Friday. That's all it is. So you won't lose out. You won't. It's not like you're going to miss on the early bird stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's not how it works. Because people were confused with the G.I. Joe, his tank as well. That's not how it works. They just want the numbers to be hit by that certain date. But everybody who pre-orders will get everything like everybody else.
Oh, sorry, Alex. Let me fix that for you.
Alec Clark Kent.
So here's my dilemma. I absolutely love Robbie. A lot of people don't like him because it's another Ghost Rider. They made a younger, modern version of a character we love, and I don't care about the comic. I don't like the writing. I like the style. I like the story. I like what's going on with his version of the possession. He doesn't have his spirit of vengeance. He has something else, and it's more sinister. That's why I took a picture of my. I was deciding on doing that, Brick. I was like,
everyone should jump in order. I
maxed it out to 5
to unlock early bird.
It came to 1,150.
Damn! Oh, that's brutal.
I was like, no, I'm not going to go that far. But yeah, I like Robbie. I like him a lot. I made one, and he's looking a little worse for wear. His flame's broken. So I want an official one. I want him in my collection.
That's a pretty good. That's a good remake of him there.
Yeah, it does the trick for now.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to swap him out when they make an official. I thought it'd be a single pack.
I just remembered our homework and I forgot to do it. You asked me to think of some. I totally forgot. It's okay. But I have a couple in mind.
Yeah.
But I think they're gonna do them anyways. Yeah, no, this is not worth the price tag. You know what really gripes me though is how they went out afterwards and said, "Hey, you don't gotta buy this. Stay within your means." Well, what is that supposed to mean?
He's on a very difficult slope right now, and I see he has to play.
You know what? I'm gonna say this, and people out here can go and tag this video or link to other YouTubers out there because there's a lot of other YouTubers out there that love to be yes men for these guys because they want to get early reviews and stuff like that. I ain't about that. I don't care if they never, ever give me an early review figure. I'm going to speak the truth and always say what's on my mind and be honest. And everybody in the community needs to step up and say, this is not right. This is not right. Stop with the price gouging. This is ridiculous.
The Star Wars one failed. People voted with their wallets.
Because Star Wars fans said enough is enough. We're not buying this garbage for this price point. You're not giving us a cardboard background as a tier. That's ridiculous. And then repackaging an older figure and saying that's part of a tier. You didn't do anything significant to warrant that price tag. So I was one of them. I canceled mine too. I was backing it. Then I saw all this tiers come out. I'm like, I'm out. See you later. You ain't getting my money. And I'm glad everybody, put their wallets back in their pockets and showed Star Wars team, we're not going to put up with this. And now they're 0 for 2. Who wants a lightsaber from an unknown Star Wars character that just got introduced? Like, were they thinking that she's going to be a massive hit with the community? Nope. And they went 0 for 2. And so, yeah, going back to what they're saying, that if we can't afford it and live with it, like, don't do that. Don't say that to Marvel fans and collectors.
They're
Don't ever
spiteful.
say
They're
that.
spiteful. They will just be. They're
Don't ever
like,
say
okay,
that.
fine. You don't want my money? I'm out.
Yeah.
See,
Like,
here's my problem.
I'm not talking about them as a human being, their character.
Yeah.
I don't know them. I don't know them personally, so I'm not outing them out as who they are as people. But just that, I just thought that was just such a slap in the face comment to say that. And maybe they didn't mean it that way.
I think
And
his frustration got the better of him because he has to play nice. He has to play nice while people are
and
allowed
he
to,
is
like,
nice. From all accounts, he has been polite and never off. I follow him on Twitter. So, and those of you don't know, I'm talking about Dan and the guys from Marvel Legends. What was the other two names? Dan and
all I can think of is Dan's name now because he said
Omar knows who they are.
Yeah.
But no, like I said, I'm gonna repeat it myself again. I'm not saying anything about them as a person. They have a job to do, obviously. They're part of marketing. They have to market this, and obviously they have bosses above them telling them you do this and you do this if you want to keep your job. So I get that. But there's no reason for you to go on Twitter and then douse a little bit of gasoline to the fire. Keep quiet and just do your job.
Yeah. Here's what I think. Like, he probably saw the 50,000 messages saying he sucks and he's an idiot, blah blah blah.
Yeah, and those people, shut up. Those people, just shut your mouth. You don't need to go and act like an idiot. You're not going to get anything solved.
They got the better of him. I can tell, but he should have just, like, turned off the internet and just backed away slowly. Or what you should have done is make a reasonable priced item, or a different HasLab altogether that people want. Because you know what you're doing when you threw that price out. There's no way everyone on that team and their accountants and their directors thought this price is going to be fantastic and they're going to love it. No, of course not.
The shareholders and the upper management got greedy. That's all it comes down to. They were like, this is going to print money, because the other two printed money.
Yeah.
Printed at an all-time record. So they allowed greed to seep in there. How awesome would it have been for these guys to say, you know what, we are so thankful for the amount of money we made from the first two HasLab, and we're grateful for the fans supporting those two projects. We're going to give you this, and we're going to obviously bring it down to a price where we think this is where it should be at. And maybe 200 or 250 is where they should have landed. And you would have probably had way more respect, and this probably be in the thousands within the first few hours if you did that. Because you're showing that you give, two shits, I'll say it, about the fans, and this time of days where everything is going up in price, food, gas, cost of living is going up and stuff. Caring about these, fans will go a long way, because Marvel Legends is nothing without people taking money out of their wallets and buying this. Sometimes some people make a decision where, should I buy this figure or should I buy healthier food for me?
Yeah.
And they'll go buy a bag of chips because they want the figure with it. So, there's a lot of people out there that, work hard, save up, and try to buy as many as they can because they absolutely love this line. It's a legendary line, right? But yeah, I just honestly, I was very disappointed in the price. Having said that, and I'm not going to sound like a hypocrite or anything, I am buying it because I want to review it here. I do want to review it, and I'm going to review the what out of it. And if it's got any issues, you damn believe I'm going to be talking about it. I have done it before, and I'm not afraid to do it ever again. Like, I'm not here to, like I said, kiss ass or anything like that. I'm going to tell it like it is. I'm just be honest. I'm getting one of this. And then my oldest son, who's a car nut, who loves cars all day long from 1960s to today. He loves it. I want him to get into collecting some figures, but he's not into action figures that much. He's into tech and cars. He saw this, and he's like,
get him a model kit. Get him a model kit instead.
He's like, Dad,
get him a model kit for $50.
This is a great. And he's just, kissing, trying to get this. I'm like, did you not see the price tag on this? It's $340 something US dollars. We live in Canada. I don't know how many hundreds of rubles it is for us here. but I'm gonna snag one. I don't know. Maybe I'll give this my son for his birthday, Christmas, all tied together or something.
Yeah.
But I'm very disappointed, and I'm fortunate enough to able to spend that money to buy it. But I always look at everybody and like, this is still a ridiculous price. And let's talk about the tiers that we're thinking are going to be coming. You know, you had some characters. They said they're going to be
They
figures.
showed like Mephisto's the back of his head.
Blackheart.
Well, there's a whole range. Like, look how many Ghost Riders there are.
Jesus.
Like, it's just like.
Well, they're not going to give us all of that. So
no, of course not.
If they did, okay, then I'll retract everything I said. They're going to give us 3 figures, right? 3 or 4 figures max.
I don't know. Like, I don't know anymore because their price is ridiculous and insane. So their tiers might be insane as well.
Okay, let me ask you this. Let me ask the chat too. What do they got to do to redeem that price? How many figures they should do? Should they double up in every tier and give us 2 figures so you get a total of 6? Or did they already announce it? I think they already announced it. I think they said they're going to give you 4.
They said more demonic characters coming, but that's about it. Like, I don't get any. They didn't specify. I need a Daniel Ketch. Like, I
don't know. Daniel
it's this one. I need this version. I need the spiked shoulders.
Wait, this is not Johnny?
Nope, it's Daniel.
Well, what? All these years I've been thinking that's Johnny.
No, there's more than one.
I know there's more than one. I didn't realize that was the one.
Okay. I think they might do maybe King of Hell, Johnny Blaze on the right here.
That'd be pretty cool. And this female,
there's Alejandra. They might do a female.
Why does she have a beard?
That's her neck. That's just her open jacket.
Oh, I see. Okay, the pictures looks weird. Okay, I was like,
these are all just like these are. If I want figures, I want more riders for my shelf. So I need Daniel. I need her. I want a different version of Blaze, I guess. They might turd out and give us this thing, which is they're gonna give me something I don't care about. This is Daniel again.
This is Daredevil meets Green Lantern. What is
no, it's Daniel Ketch in a Spirit of Corruption. So that's I don't want this at all, but I think they might just go nuts and give us something stupid.
How is that a Ghost Rider?
He's not. He was sent to fight Johnny after Johnny got corrupted by the power of hell.
Okay,
that's a whole thing.
All right, cool.
But I had to throw in a turd because you know they do turdy things.
Yeah,
you know them.
Yeah. Okay, so Mephisto, I'd be cool to get one.
Yeah, right? So I don't have a Mephisto. I'd be fine with that.
So Mephisto, Blackheart.
Blackheart, I need one.
Yeah, because that is wave 2 of Toy Biz. So I don't know if they're gonna do that. They might do that wave.
I don't know.
Toy Biz throwback wave. Because
if they do, I'd be happy. If in my perfect world, I wouldn't need this HasLab, and I could just buy the single pack figures of what I want. Yeah. Robbie would have been single packed. There shouldn't be any reason to sweet talk me to buy this thing. Vengeance, I take.
Well, it is called Vengeance, isn't it? The vehicle.
The what?
Isn't the vehicle called Vengeance something?
Oh, the car is Hellcharger.
Yeah, but didn't they name it something Vengeance?
Oh, I don't know.
Engine of Vengeance or something.
Oh, that. That was the tagline.
Yeah, okay, I see slogan, right? So maybe they'll have a Vengeance. There you go. And they're like, yeah, look, we tagged it in there. You didn't even know all this time. It was a clue.
There's also Blackout, some half demon. Like, there's a realm of possibilities that could go, but I can't read these guys. Like, I don't know.
Man.
Okay, so Brick said they said it won't be a rider. They're more demon related. So
yeah, okay.
There goes all my.
There goes all the fun characters that you wanted.
So those would have been my deciding factor. Like if I got 3 extra riders for my shelf, then I'd be like, okay, fine, sweet. I'll throw money at that.
I mean, why give us Ghost Riders? Because that would make us happy.
Omar mentioned this. They mentioned a lot of tiers have little or nothing to do with Robbie because Robbie doesn't have any rogues. Who did he fight? He fought. Was it Zabo or he fought Hyde or something in his first? Like he didn't fight anyone that Johnny has, and ever since in the new runs, he's been tagging along with the Avengers. So, who does he have that's his own villain? He doesn't really have anyone, so they can't really include anyone aside from his brother, and that'd be lame.
I don't know. Like this is such a disappointment. Of
Oh, it's funny Alex said this. This is Alvin wouldn't shut up about this. He wants this so bad.
I've talked to the Toy Amigos about this too.
Oh, okay.
They're asking me like, what would you have preferred? And I said a Punisher van would have made sense because you could do a lot of things with it, and we don't have a Punisher van, and that would make sense. But hey, maybe they're going to do it down the road. They are going to do that eventually. They hinted that in their presentation that they are going to do other vehicles. That would make the most logical sense. Some of the other things that people mentioned, Cheney I mentioned Giant Man, which I agreed with him too. That would be awesome. I mentioned that in our small little group too as well. Giant Man would be fun. But
it sucks that an anniversary is bringing so much controversy. Like Ghost Rider's anniversary. Here's some Ghost Rider figures. For Ghost Rider's anniversary, why am I not getting Ghost Riders?
You will be in a separate line where you'll pay more.
You get the newest
and then you build one of these. See this guy here with the mohawk. You'll build him as a bath.
You get the Marvel Now Ghost Rider. Yeah. You get Robbie Reyes.
Yeah.
Who is still not everyone's fan favorite. Like a lot of people don't care about him or don't know him.
Where are we at in the backings? Can anyone pull that number?
4,000 something. Let me see.
And the goal is 10,000?
9.
9 is the early bird goal by Friday.
Oh, is it? Okay.
No, I'm just asking. I don't know myself.
Oh, I'm looking at it.
Maybe
now.
Somebody in the chat will tell us.
So 41 days, 23 hours. Target is 9,000. 4,118. It's at right now.
Wow, already at 4,000. Crazy. There's a lot of people out there with a lot of money.
I thought it was going slow. I don't know though. Like how long did
for that price? That's pretty fast for that price for that item.
I think they're waiting to once you see the tiers, people will jump in. So they better pay. Their tiers are good.
Yeah.
For me, if it's crap, I'm just gonna get so angry that I'll just cancel. Like I'm basing my purchase is based on.
You're not going to get anything better in terms of the vehicle features. I mean, the trunk might be added some stuff.
I don't care about the. I'm even tempted to just sell that thing.
Great, sell it to me. I'll give it to my son, and we're done with there. Because he doesn't care about the character. Honestly.
Yeah, honestly, like what it's.
We'll work out a deal. I got a deal for you. You know, I got an offer you can't refuse.
Such a weird HasLab.
All right.
You could have did 3 Ghost Riders and 3 bikes. That would have been a fine HasLab.
D, let it go. Let it go. Breathe. Let it go. It's over. It's over, bro.
I can't even do my Roosta on my ears because these things are blocking it.
They're not going to give you what you want. Let it go. It's okay. It's okay, man. I got you. All right. What are we going to jump into? Let's jump into...
Yeah, I don't care about the car. What am I going to do with that nightlight? Keep it by my bedside table?
Nightlight?
I'll buy a model version for $40 and recoup my bike.
Damn, Nightlight. Savage right there. All right, let's get into our second topic.
I'm so angry. I don't even know what it is.
Don't get angry. Come on.
I'm kidding around. I'm kidding.
I'm gonna order you some bubble tea. Take it easy.
Thanks, man.
And Ryan, no, I didn't. And Ryan's asking me if I got him one. No, I did not get you one. He wants to be part of my family, so you get the Ghost Rider vehicle.
Adopt him.
Yeah. Wait in line. Chris has already asked me for that.
You have so many, but like pending adoptions.
So many people like, can you adopt me?
So we're
what's that?
We're looking at this. I'll throw it up on the screen.
Yeah, let's get into this. So big announcement from DC. Oh, you want to do this one?
I thought you want to get your
rage up. Well, this is our bonus, right? This was something that you brought up last minute. And I'm like, okay, throw it in there. Why not?
It's up to you. Which one? One or two?
No, yeah, let's do this one right now. Yeah, you already have it up.
So Brad brought this up. 10 Marvel comic covers that age poorly, and then the one on the right, I'll like the rest aren't even worth mentioning. Naked She-Hulk, War Propaganda, and then it got to this one, arguably one of the most popular covers. And the reason being, it says Mary Jane Watson has a tough role to play.
Before you go on, where is the source?
Should we say their name?
Yes, we should say their name because they might want
to get credit for this. CBR.com did their top 10 list as usual.
Yeah.
So that shows up on her Facebook feed for whatever reason.
Okay.
And Brad brought it up because this J. Scott Campbell cover is one of the more popular ones.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I didn't give a second thought about it. I was like, okay, this is cool. But they said, like, it's supposed to be a depiction of an anxious woman, but they made her too sexy. Like, there's a long rant about it. And in my mind, MJ is MJ. She's not going to change appearances based on, like, her emotion. Like, she'll look sad, but she's still MJ at the end of the day. For all we know, she was watching TV with Peter, has her cup of coffee there, and then gets sad he has to leave. This is just another... It's clickbaity. That's all it is to me.
Here's what I gotta say about this. The author, whoever it is, get a life. Get a life. This is comic books, and if the artist wants to draw it in a certain way, as long as it's not way out there, they have the right to do that because their publisher and their company approved this. There's a bunch of people that approved this cover. There wasn't just one person saying, I'm going to draw it this way and everyone's going to like it or not. Get a life. This is just, like you said, they're just trying to create some clickbaity topics because they're running out of ideas or intelligent ideas. And so they thought this would be a spicy meatball they could throw in there and get a bunch of people's eyes on there. Well, it kind of worked, but in a negative way. Comic book guys, whatever.com. I know we're small fries here and you guys are some big dogs out there. But I welcome you anytime to come and have a conversation about this because this was one of the most popular covers of all time for Spider-Man. Do you know this? This is iconic.
Yes, I like this one a lot.
I think they made even statues of this. Right?
Oh, they did actually. They made
statues.
His version of the art style, and yeah, I've seen.
Yeah, and it looked beautiful.
And then even Brad said, comic book artists contort their characters in unnatural ways to create dynamic energies. And I was like, yeah, like I don't know. She doesn't even look sexy. She's just MJ.
No, she looks sexy. Let's not even go there.
Well, yeah, I'm not.
Let's be honest.
But she's not trying to be. That's just her.
But what's wrong with that being sexy? What's wrong with that? Is she supposed to be ugly? Like, what's ugly sad? I don't even know what that is. Like, how can you make someone sad and ugly? They're going to be sad, but still beautiful, right? I mean, if they're a good-looking person and they have a great body, if they're sad, that doesn't mean that the body diminishes too at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand the logic there. That makes no sense. How can this artist make this character who's beautiful and attractive in the comics look ugly and sad? Because that's what they're saying, that, oh, this person is sad, therefore they should not look good. Well, can you give me an example of how we could do that? Oh, she's got to wear a sweater, and she's got to wear more, clothes that covers herself. But that's the comics writers and the artist's decision to make it like that. I don't understand.
I don't know. Honestly, it's the last thing I noticed. Like, I see, like, this one image speaks volumes based on what's going on in the scene. But and they like.
Here's the other thing. What's wrong with having beautiful covers of beautiful people on there? What's wrong with that? Sex sells. They're not, doing anything R-rated on there. Otherwise, it never would get printed. So, if it's a little bit risque, why not? And the majority of the people that buy this is men. Majority, I say. So, if they're gonna sell more comics off the shelf because it looks a little nicer. So what? The company makes money. Nobody gets hurt, except for these morons who think, they're.
I don't know.
Something that came out over 15 years ago.
No,
like now you got a problem with it.
No, it's not that old. It's not that old, but still,
it's got to be 15.
Hold on a sec. I don't admit. 15. I don't admit.
I remember this a while ago.
It's not 15. There's no way.
Okay. You tell me. You're the comic guy.
I'm gonna look up the year.
Yeah.
No.
That's exactly what I said right there, right?
Oh God. Oh man. Wow. Okay.
How old?
2009.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh wow.
There you go.
I knew it was old, but not that old.
Yeah. That's called getting old. Dude.
Oh, my mortality showing.
Woo. Yeah, this is old. I remember this a while back. Yeah, no. nah, this is like we thought we'd throw this in here and show how
I don't know.
ridiculous
It just
people
came
are.
up last minute, and
Yeah, and we just wanted to bring it up to people and show how ridiculous people are about these small little things. Like let's get everybody riled up about this. As for the She-Hulk and Captain America, those were different
those are
times.
products of their times.
Exactly.
Of course, Captain America is going to be pandering to war. Like
That was
that's what they
he
did.
was designed for that.
That was the whole point.
Oh man, the decisions here they made, the three that they picked, were some of the worst decisions, right? And the She-Hulk, well, they needed to make a female Hulk.
That one is kind of weird because it's like kind of rapey because she wants to keep her clothes on, and they're taking it away. So yeah, that aged poorly, but the rest they had to like.
But she could just punch them and they're dead. So I don't understand. Yeah, okay, they took her clothes away, but she just punches them and they're all dead, right? So yeah.
All I saw in the last one is this is MJ's life. Like it's a still image and it's showing what's going on in the scene, and you realize this is what her life is. The end. Yeah, exactly. There are more controversial covers than whatever this is.
Yeah, but this is what happens when the actual people don't take time to do research. They quickly find something, throw it up there, just so they can, be with their company.
I'm always curious the people who like scream the loudest and are always outraged. After they get their way, do they read the comic? Or do they watch the show?
Nobody does homework these days.
Like so they get their way.
That's for us.
Like people shout the loudest, then they get pandered to, and like they get coddled. So they get their way. If you check up on them a week later, they have no interest on the thing they were complaining about.
No, they're on to the next.
Like
on to the next. What else can I do to rattle cages? That's what they do.
Hmm.
Like I bet a large majority of these people that want to rattle cages don't actually do the research required.
Yeah.
They just see what's trending and then decide to do something like that online and get everybody invested in it. And it works because people, it's like flies on shit. That's what it is. It really is. People go crazy. Oh my god, what's going on over here? Let's all get together and start yelling at this person, right?
Omar has that cover, the little pervert. Omar, you little pervert. He showed us him holding that cover. Omar Omar, I think, collects all these like art prints and
art prints. Omar's art collection.
Actually, a lot of those guys do. They show them off. It's pretty cool. And they're clearly all perverts, and that's okay. You're still cool in my books, guys.
All right, shall we head on to
the
next?
You were excited about this one. Let me bring it up here. Dun 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 dun.
Constantine. No, not the Constantine that you know from the TV shows. We're talking about the Keanu Reeves movie that came out 15 years ago. Again. So why we're talking about this? Well, DC just announced they're going to bring back Keanu and Constantine for part 2. And this is going to be, what's interesting, is part of the DCEU. Did you know that?
I was like,
you didn't know that.
No, I was like following the fact that they announced it, and I'm like, this is never going to happen. So I stopped tuning in. I stopped caring.
No, this is going to be part of that universe.
I was surprised. I'm surprised because they got Keanu back. I'm surprised they used this version of him because the one most people are used to is completely different looking. The
dude that plays Constantine. This guy, he's good too.
Yeah,
I like him. But Keanu, like, he's hot. Keanu's like, no pun intended here, but he's on fire. I keep doing this.
Yeah, so are you doing this on purpose? What's happening here?
He's just so spiritually gifted.
His personality was completely different than what I was used to, and I'm okay with that. Yeah, see what I mean? Like he was kind of.
This is 78 points. This is not about you. This is about Constantine. Okay. I thought he was great. I watched it today because I wanted to talk about it. So I watched it today, and it aged well. Obviously, CGI is not the greatest, but he's awesome. And with the popularity of John Wick, Keanu's a hot commodity in the Hollywood airs. And for Warner Brothers to lock this guy down, now it's not 100% official yet, but it might as well be. They're not going to talk about this and not make sure it's done. But yeah, I can't wait for him to be. Can you imagine? You have the Justice League there, and this guy just comes out of nowhere and goes, "Hey, you," and just starts swearing at them or something like that. That'd be hilarious. And while he's smoking a dart on the side of his mouth, just hanging there on his last breath, and he just like getting pissed off at them, saying that hey, you guys are a bunch of idiots. You don't know what you're talking about.
See, that's the thing. He wasn't that mouth. The Keanu version. Here's a prime
They might
example.
change it up.
I'm okay with this version though. Here's an example of something they changed from the source material, and it didn't bother me. I liked this story. I liked the scenery. Back then, some of this stuff was kind of creepy. The exorcism with the mirror.
That was pretty crazy, man. I was like, oh shit, should I be watching this?
But like you said, the CGI is kind of
it was a little
dodgy.
janky, yeah.
But I liked it. I had fun with this movie. I'm glad he gets to play him again.
78 points goes, I want to look like Keanu. Don't we all?
You kind of look like him.
Don't we all? Who?
78 points. When the light hits him at the right angle, he looks.
Did you have your glasses off when you looked at him? Put it back on next time to look at him.
I'm trying to compliment the man.
Let me give
compliments. Let me compliment the man. What's going on here?
Okay,
Sorry, my friend.
Okay. He looks like Keanu. Are you happy? There, now that looks like 78 points right there. Walking by. He's walking into a Target with all those cars parked in the parking lot. There it is.
I told you, it's National Old People Day. You have to pay respect.
Oh!
Be nice.
Ooh, that's not nice right there when you keep calling him
That's nice.
old.
He's the one who brought it up. I'm respecting his wishes.
Oh, man. But I'm excited, man. I really am. I think he's going to add another great element to this team. And obviously Justice League Dark, we could go and spin off on that.
Yeah.
And I think this is a brilliant, brilliant move by Warner Brothers to get this guy. Yeah, there it is. I don't want a nightmare, Steve. Take that away.
It's
what are you doing? Trying to give me nightmares. There you go. Target
cool.
parking lot. There you go.
I'm excited for this. I can't wait to see.
I on the internet said I look like Keanu with the light. That's right. Oh, that must be one bright light.
Yeah.
That's a floodlight hitting you on that side.
Owen's always picking on people.
I kid.
Except, hey, you always send me pictures of me mouthing off on the internet. It's just
we should do a topic on that one day.
These top 10 rants.
For those who don't know, let me just kind of fill this in. Every time I open up any Facebook group chat, any interesting things that come to my feed,
like articles on feed,
I always see D arguing with somebody and telling them off, and it just doesn't end no matter what. And then he goes to me, "Well, stop following me." I ain't following you.
Yeah, you're chasing me around.
You're everywhere. How can I follow you when you're everywhere? Everything I open up, D's there.
That's why I don't have my picture on my Facebook.
Yeah.
So I can't get canceled because all I look like is a cartoon stick of dynamite. They don't know.
You're about to go off with somebody, right? That's why I got dynamite. That's
yeah.
Logo. Yeah. What are your thoughts on this?
I'm excited. Dark? I'm excited. Right? Yeah.
They can fight Apocalypse.
And in this day and age, with like the technical advances they've made in animation and CGI, and
is he your Doctor Strange for these guys? I mean, I know they have Dr. Fate, which is direct, opposite of.
I like him more than Dr. Fate.
Yeah, but I think he is more favorable. I think
he's someone I would call in a crisis, even though Dr. Fate is basically a demigod.
Yeah,
I would call him. I don't know. He always has a trick up his sleeve, and it always works out for him somehow. He's like the Batman of magic,
and he could be the comic relief as well.
Yeah, at the same time, and not in a MCU type of way.
More of a harsh, right? And throwing some, swear words here and there might help as well. I think this is a great idea. I can't wait for more further developments. I definitely want to see him interact with some of the Justice League crew, maybe with Batman and Superman. I think that would be just amazing.
I think they'll do you think they'll bring them on, as cameos?
Oh, they have to. And they need to sign this guy to multiple deals.
He's getting old. He's getting up there.
Yeah, let's get him. He still looks great though.
Yeah,
he looks. I think in his 50s. He looks really good.
I don't know. Apparently, I can't tell what year or age it is. So
You've lost track of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's in his 50s. Him, Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt. These guys don't age, man. I think Brad Pitt's like 60 almost. Like these guys
Well,
don't
it
age.
helps when you have like a team who injects you with chemicals to preserve your age when necessary.
Every morning, some guy's with a needle by his
Yeah.
bed. Here you go, Keanu. Get back to your 30s again.
I like him as a person though, so I wish him nothing but success, and I hope he gets
Yeah,
signed on for multiple
absolutely.
films.
I got to see him at least 3, DC movies for sure.
Even his like movies that bomb, I'm like, that's okay, Keanu. I still like you. He's just a nice guy. It's hard to find in Hollywood.
Matrix.
Yeah, no, I didn't finish that.
That is the mother of all bombs. That's a Hiroshima bomb there. Right
I didn't
there,
finish it, but I hope he got paid.
Oh, he got paid. He got paid.
Perfect.
Yeah, Keanu got paid,
Fantastic.
and he deserves every penny of it because he's the one that built that trilogy.
Yeah.
And then the dud they threw afterwards, they thought would be a better idea just to have him play, side character. Crazy. The man that built the house and then tell him to take a side, take a step to the side and let the other character be the main character.
No,
Silly rabbits. All right. On to our amazing topic that we can't wait to talk about.
Your favorite.
Dun dun dun.
This is
Attorney at Law.
So weird. Like I was excited for this show, and each week it's a chore for me now.
I don't think you've ever said that about anything before.
It's Titans. It's getting to Titans.
Never mind. I keep forgetting about that show.
It's not there yet. You purged that from your memory, but
yeah. Damn. Like episode 4 and 5, right? Let's kind of get into this one. So episode 4, it's all about not She-Hulk. It's all about Wong. Hence my intro saying that you're watching Sopranos. Yeah. I lost my train of thought because I saw this picture of this woman. Where are we at? Donnie Blaze?
Yeah, and I hope they're not alluding to anything with that.
They better not.
I hope to God. They could have named him anything else.
This better not be his cousin.
This better not be him. Could you imagine if they made him Ghost Rider?
Oh my God. No, don't say that. Please don't say that.
Yeah, no, but I do wonder if they're related in some way. But basically, this guy was an old student of Wong's, or like the whatever they are part of.
The Sanctum.
Yeah, the Sanctum support. And he didn't even last the full, what did he make it, 2 months?
Wasn't it? Yeah, I think something like that, or less of that.
He's just a buffoon. So the only thing he learned to do was use the sling ring. I'm surprised they didn't take it from him.
Well, he manifested kegs, didn't he? I think.
Okay, they did that too.
Yeah. I mean, good for this dude. Like, I mean, he must have been a hoot with the party, right? I don't see nothing wrong with him manifesting kegs. Unless the Sanctum forbids alcohol. But Wong drinks alcohol in the Sanctum.
Yeah, but he brought his frat bros in too, so that was a problem.
Oh, yeah. It's a big no-no, yeah.
But I don't know. This was another filler episode. They're all basically filler episodes.
So this episode has She-Hulk trying to go on dates. And she doesn't like the fact that the men like She-Hulk. But the actual dating app, it's registered as She-Hulk. Her friend puts it in there so she could get more dates with She-Hulks from men. Why is she upset that the men don't like Jennifer Walters and only like her? I don't understand that. They're going on based on what you put up on the dating app. So I don't get it.
It was so here's the thing that we always do. I always do this, and I create a reason in my head, like, oh, it's for character development. She's only human, so she used this as a moment of weakness to get guys in, and then when they find out her personality, they'll like her for it still, and blah 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 blah. And then at the end, there'll be a character development moment. So it was kind of like that, and then the end, she's like, like they didn't really develop.
That's the part that bothers me. Is that like the writers put themselves in a position where an is the end, and it's so frustrating. We didn't even talk about how episode 3 ended, where she got into a fight with those that group, and it just blown over. There's no carryover.
Oh, we talked about it. It's just nothing to say. Like they were useless.
No. I know we talked about it. What
Yeah.
I'm saying is,
Oh, like
episode
the show. The
4,
show. Like they don't mention
it
that
didn't
again.
carry on. Like she didn't go and find out who they are because they had magical weapons.
They tried to take her blood. Like I would be curious why they were wanting that.
Like, shouldn't you want to find out who's doing this to you or trying to do this to you?
Yeah.
But instead, she was more interested in dating.
And you let them go. You didn't like want them off the streets.
You didn't call the cops. Nothing. Like, she's like, I know how police are.
Whatever. That was it.
All right.
So
and then, I
was gonna say clearly each end, like they they don't care. Like they don't care about things. They just throw them in for entertainment or to stretch the episode out, even though it's only 30 minutes.
Bye, Brick. Have a good night. Catch the end of it on whenever you get a chance. Anybody that's on our podcast platforms, if you want to come watch us live, make sure 8:30 p.m. Pacific time. Somebody in the podcast, one of the listeners, saying that we don't do a good job of describing some of the figures that we're talking about, and my response was, no, we do our best, but look, you guys can come over to the YouTube channel and just click the video and catch up on that. We want people to come to our YouTube channel because the algorithm for views is what gets the video sent out to other people to discover us. So if you really are curious of what we're talking about and we didn't do a good job, we try our best. Just come to our YouTube channel, click on it, and you can quickly see what we're talking about. And we'd appreciate the view as well.
Sometimes I forget there's like strictly audio people too. So when I'm talking about figures, I'll remember to describe them better. So it's Buzz Lightyear. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
He looks like Buzz Lightyear. I don't know. Like I said before, it seemed like a filler episode again. These all feel like Ally McBeal. These feel like a Friday night Fox show from the 90s where it's comedy.
Which is what they said they wanted to do.
Okay, well then they nailed it because I don't.
They nailed it great, but nobody's caring about it. So in that sense, they probably should have not done that. One other thing I want to talk about is this episode made me feel like I was watching Wong's special. Did you? Was it you? Or is it just you? Is it just me? Sorry, I can't even talk today. That I would have loved a Wong TV show instead, because you have stupid and corny and funny in his personality, and that probably worked better.
It's funny because he's not telling jokes. It's scenario-based comedy. Like I don't expect Wong to care about Sopranos, but he lives on planet Earth and he's still a person. Of course he has hobbies and interests. Like I think even like his LinkedIn said he worked at Staples or something before that. Like
he's an average Joe that now ascended to a sorcerer.
Yeah.
Right. But he doesn't hide his past. Right. And
like he likes ice cream. He likes.
Yeah. I would have preferred just watching that episode. I'm like, you know what? I wouldn't mind a short, 6 episode of Wong TV show. Right. I would have preferred that.
I'll give it credit. They accidentally, I don't think they did this on purpose. They showed that having superhumans in this world, they still have to follow the law. And that's a big problem because you're getting more superhumans showing up and doing whatever they want. Like he is the guardian of our dimension, basically. Like he's keeping interdimensional beings at bay. But if the legal system's like, we don't like how you're doing this, then he's shut down.
Yeah.
They never really address this. Like he's never going to get into that conflict. There's not going to be a civil war of magic, I assume. But I want to see like a moment where he's like, okay, fine, we'll do it your way. The police can go shoot Dormammu and like they can handle it. But that will never happen because
I just find it really hilarious how he opens a portal in the episode and asks her to help with this crisis. What happened to all the people in the sanctum who are specialized in dealing with this? What happened to Doctor Strange? There's a whole bunch of people you could have called first that are specialized and trained in dealing with the mystic arts before you should call her, who has zero, experience in dealing with magic and demons.
I mean, it helped to get evidence. I don't know if that was his intent, but basically Wong wants that other guy to stop using magic. He wants him legally banned from using magic. So he tried to sue him. The guy was still allowed to practice magic because the judge is an idiot. And that's what I mean. Cops and law enforcement in these type of superhero shows are useless. They cause more problems just by being around. So for whatever reason, the judge knows he can open portals and doesn't see a problem
but
with
says
that.
it's fine. Like, was she not around for Avengers movies when things went crazy in New York and aliens came from portals? Like, I don't understand. Where was this judge this whole time?
So yeah, of course it led to a problem, and then She-Hulk had to stop it with Wong. The end.
And then in doing so, her date went. I did feel really sad the moment where in the morning the guy gets up and says, "Oh, it's Jennifer Walters." Okay, I'm about. I felt really bad
Yeah,
for her.
I felt bad for
That
her
really
too.
hurt. That really, I'm like, oh, dude. Like,
Yeah, but because she didn't react in a sad way, I stopped
but
feeling
she's like,
bad for her.
okay, all right.
Yeah, that was the shrug. She's like, oh, it's cliche anyway.
And then I'm like, you ruined
I
a
was like,
great
oh, that would
moment.
have been like a character development part where
Yeah.
she felt bad about herself, so she starts to stay in She-Hulk form more like she does in the comics. I thought that's the route they were gonna go.
Me too. And I was like, and then she just chunks it off. I'm like, oh, come on, really? You guys don't even know a good moment if it hit you in the face.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
It was a wasted opportunity there, but.
And then she gets at the end a letter from Titania about suing her for her name She-Hulk.
Yeah.
And then the episode ends.
And then 5 picks up this where it left.
What was the end credit scene for this one?
Wongers and the girl was watching. Was it Sopranos? They're watching something.
I love it. I think that was. I really wish they would make a Wong.
So some comedy I'm fine with, like that. I was because he hated her at first, and then she grew on him.
Yeah, they're best buds. They're hanging out, watching Sopranos. Yeah, episode 4. What do you give this episode? Do you want to wait till the end, or do you want to give it now?
We can give it now. I totally forgot about that. Like I don't even know what I'm grading this on anymore.
You're grading it on Wong.
There was okay, then Wong gets a 7, but she gets a 4.
Oh, she gets a 4. Okay.
Then nothing happened. She wasted opportunity for character development.
But overall, okay, you have to give it overall. So mix.
Yeah, overall, this is the reason I'm giving it a 4.
Throw it all in the blender.
The story didn't do anything for me. Wasted opportunity for character development.
Yeah.
I was waiting for Wong to come back on screen. So that loses.
That sad?
It's sad that a cameo character needs to be there for me to give a crap about it. So I don't know. There's nothing about this episode that I really cared about. Even her She-Hulk form fight, which is what I want to see, was kind of boring. She's fighting demons.
There's no anger. Where's the anger?
Yeah. I don't know.
Where's the rage that we were used to seeing with Hulks?
This show's clearly not for me, and I'm saying that now, and that's okay. But I have to grade it, and I'm giving it a 4.
Okay, you're giving it a 4. Okay. I'm going to give it a 5 because Wonger brought it up to a 5. If Wonger was not in the episode, this is easy 3 all day long. Easy 3.
3?
No, but I'm going to give it a 5 because he elevated it up that much. He made it passable, right, for me to watch this without just rolling my eyes and just like falling asleep and waking up when it's over. So a 5 out of 10.
I think what bothers me the most is they could have just taken the sling ring from him. Like you made a 30-minute episode trying to sue this guy, just take it off of him. The end. Like there goes the problem.
Yeah, they had to make 30 minutes happen, right? So
that's it. When smart people act stupid to make your story progress, and they do this a lot, it's a trope I hate. When two people don't communicate, like in love movies, where all they have to do is talk to each other to solve a problem. And this, just take the sling ring away. The end. But no. Anyways.
On to episode 5. Speaking of filler episodes, another one.
Carries on with her suing She-Hulk for the name.
So this Titania character in the beginning goes and destroys a courthouse, right?
Yeah.
And injures and fights people in the court. I don't know what world this is, what universe this is, but how does someone get away with that?
Yeah, the laws here are crazy all over the place.
There's no law. It's do whatever you want, and you never have to pay any price for it.
Ant-Man was under house arrest, even though he helped save the world previously. Because he helped Captain America in Civil War, he was locked in a cell in the middle of the ocean.
Meanwhile, she goes to a courthouse of law here, and basically an act of terrorism in a smaller scale, but still an act that would
She did that
probably.
because she was summoned for like traffic and like there was a traffic problem she caused, so she had to make an appearance in court and she trashed it.
People who do that probably get 10 years in prison. Like, it's ridiculous how she just like, no big deal. I got out. I'm gonna be a fashion,
They never
and
really
influencer.
they never really
Influencer.
explained it. They just say like she used her influence to get out of jail.
What does that mean?
Yeah,
Like, what are they trying to tell us here? Like, and then Titania, she has She-Hulk trademarked. I don't even know where they're going with this. How
yeah.
ridiculous does the storyline sound?
They should have just made her the bruiser she was in the comic, who hates Jen because Jen
Yeah.
always one upped her. Like after a while, she just became obsessed with beating her, and I thought that's what they were going for. I thought she trashes the courtroom, Jen breaks
You know
her
what they should have
ego,
done
and
with this? They should have done with this was she should have been an influence from the beginning, and then she should have started getting mad at She-Hulk because she became more prominent and took her spotlight away. And then the jealousy enraged her to go and fight or go after She-Hulk. That's would have been better, in my opinion, than the route they're taking here. And this is so stupid.
there's so many weird things they're doing with her. No comment. No perverts.
Uh,
I don't know. Another filler episode.
okay, why we keep saying it though? We
Yeah,
keep saying filler episodes. We don't want filler episodes. It's just so frustrating. And there's people on the internet eating this up.
because they do want that Ally McBeal type show. So that's I hey, sweet, cool for them.
Oh, man, I just I don't know. I don't know what to say. I
I did like her character. This is what she looks like in the comic. I like Mallory, and I think she portrayed her
Yeah,
well. Like
she
she's
she
no
was a
nonsense.
lawyer. She
Yeah,
was a lawyer in
no
every sense
nonsense
of it.
lawyer. Yeah,
Yeah, but when we have to talk about the side characters here, that's not good. That's not good. This is a character that nobody knows unless you actually read the comics. And if that character is the best thing in the episode, that's a problem. That's a huge problem. And I don't get it. Like, I just honestly, I don't understand what the appeal is with people here. The comedy is terrible. Like, nothing is funny.
if like you can't dispute if they say I like the show because it's hilarious. I'm like, okay, I can't
Well,
talk to
show
you
me a
about
good joke. The only
like
joke I see is this show. Like, show me
I
a good
can't
joke in
dispute
the
that.
episode. Seriously. And then you got the other two friends of hers who are
Like
gallivanting at some secret location to get a costume
I
made for
thought we
her.
would see her costume in this episode, so
No,
I was
we
excited for that.
and sorry for anybody who hasn't seen this. We've been already spoiling it for you. What is up with the end of this episode where Daredevil's helmet is made by this fashion guy? What?
Oh yeah. So see, it's not the same Netflix one, which they
No,
already
it's not. Which
established.
is,
They already
and it's
established
already
it.
starting off in a terrible way. He has his costume made by some fashion guy.
See, so Brad was excited that Daredevil was showing up. I wonder if the excitement will still.
Bradley, let me know. Oh man, Bradley's gonna listen to our podcast probably tonight, and he's gonna let us know what he thinks about his boy Daredevil getting his costume made by a fashion artist.
I did like the gag where they went to that knockoff place first, and they had like the
Avengers,
Avengers and
Avengers,
Avengers shirt.
Avengers.
But yeah, I
Can
don't
I
know.
get a real one of this?
They probably will. This will be out next week. I assume.
I'm down.
I'm taking Avengers. Look at Hulk's nips and his mustache.
I thought it was Thanos at first.
They don't. Yeah.
I thought it was Thanos at first.
Thor has a shovel. Hawkeye shooting an actual like hawk.
Oh, 78 points was indeed he had a yellow costume. I don't, for me, I think it was just because it was an old look from the 70s, right? I personally don't know
Do
why,
you
but I'm just thinking at the time that's probably what the color was, and then they changed it.
you prefer that look?
No, red all day long.
Red all day? Okay.
All day long. I have that figure,
Mm-hmm.
but like Daredevil is one of my favorites growing up. Like he was with the vigilante, Batman, all these guys, who don't have super awesome
The
strength.
street leveler.
Yeah, the street, thug fighters, right? And he was one of my guys. I loved it, and I had a soft spot because obviously he doesn't have the ability to see properly, right? So, and that the heightened senses and all that was pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know, like, man, they need cameos to make this show watchable, barely watchable for the large part for a lot of people,
Mm-hmm.
and that's not good. Is this what Disney shows are going to be all about now? Cameos is what's going to keep you interested. Because if Daredevil's helmet's not there, do I even care to watch episode 6? And they know this, so they want to put that helmet there at the end to get you to come and watch episode 6.
I was so mad about that. They're releasing that costume too on the Bucky cat body.
Oh, coming with the re-release, yes. Let's not give us new bodies. Just keep doing the same old, same old.
I don't know. The episode did what I thought the last episode did, and the handsome man was back saying Jennifer wasn't his type, but She-Hulk was his type. So they use that to prove they're two different people, and She-Hulk is her name, I guess. That's the thing. So, I don't know. I feel like giving it a 4 is like just a lazy man's answer, but I don't consider it a pass. Like, I don't know what.
Like, I feel like throwing my remote to the TV every time I watch this because it gets so angry. Like I get into a Hulk rage.
I'm doing the show a disservice by watching it because I'm never going to pass it until they do something more than take her out of this element and put her into other She-Hulk scenarios. But they already established this is not what that show is. The show is courtroom comedy, but they're not even good at that, in my opinion. So I don't know.
Why do I get the feeling at the very last episode she's going to be an honorary Avenger? She's going to represent the Avengers from the Hulk family. I just have a feeling they're going to do that.
Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. The way they sent Hulk off was weird. Also lazy. They took a crucial moment in the comic world and turned it into a gag. They've been doing that a lot in this show with characters, character development, the Wrecking Crew. They ruined them for me.
That wasn't the Wrecking Crew. That was a Weekend Crew.
And there's
no wrecking in that crew.
The thing is, in the past, you could be like, oh, no, they'll get their powers. But I'm not even sure. This could just be them, and that's it. Like, that's it. Yeah, so I
you know how awesome it would be? Like, it's crazy that I'm saying this 5 episodes in is she actually gets full rage on and just starts pounding some of these street thugs.
I'm curious who she would even fight at this point.
Well, we thought it would be Titania, but she's too busy on Instagram. So, there's that.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, what were they thinking? Like, the writers are thinking that let's take a bruiser, a powerhouse character, and let's just all make it fun and comedy and not even show that strength. Like, I don't know. I don't get it. Yeah, there's still a few more episodes left.
That would have been a great fight.
Oh, yeah. It would have been awesome.
There's the recent comics, or one of the, like, later ones, they dedicated... Like, finally, Jen's like, why do you keep trying to fight me? Like, what is this? Like, obviously, you're just mad and you want to blow off steam. So let's just meet up and beat each other up and then go our separate ways. So they meet up and fight. And one issue was just them brawling. And I was fine with that. It's kind of lazy, but it was an action sequence. I want to see that on the big screen. Like, I want to see her fight. I never thought to myself, oh, I can't wait to see the Hulk not fight on the big screen. Like, I want to see the superpowers displayed.
Yeah. No, they just give us teases.
Yeah.
Right? Teases and pathetic jokes in this show.
Yeah, 78 points sums it up. Wasted opportunities left and right.
And the people who watch this and like it, you don't really understand. Like, good for you. Everyone, should be liking whatever they want, and
they found joy in it, so that's good.
Good for them. But you don't really understand how much better this could be. Like, it could be it's several levels up. If they actually did the research, read the comics, and really dig into making a good show, and instead of just making it an Ally McBeal, the fact that they said this, they wanted an Ally McBeal approach, it was right there. That was the end of it, right there. That's the nail in the coffin, right there. When I heard it,
If they did that and then kept it, so the comics is there was a comic run that was like this. She worked in the law firm in the superhuman department. It reminded me of Men in Black, where Will Smith goes in there the first time, and there's this crazy stuff going on. Like the worms are there, and there's aliens in the background. Like I figured, working in the superhuman department, you would see a literal department of superhuman employees, and you could play off that, and it could have been entertaining. But they don't really show that. I didn't watch that yet.
I haven't watched it because it's not my age group.
Okay, I'll check it out eventually, but
I care less about that show too.
It's probably better than this.
Yeah, yeah probably.
And that's a shame that this is getting my view and that is it. So I owe it to that.
Oh man,
to boost its numbers, but I don't know, like a wasted opportunity there.
They had no end credit scenes on this one, right?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
the end credit scene was the helmet.
The helmet, yeah. Oh man, is like are they gonna expect Charlie Cox to save this show
for one episode?
Who knows how many episodes?
Unless it's like The Mandalorian, where it just shifts to his character for the last 4
episodes. Last 3 episodes all about Daredevil. Yeah. That's it, and it sends off to the next Daredevil show, which is Echo, by the way, not Daredevil. So you gotta wait another a show to get done, then you get Daredevil.
I don't know. There's nothing. I can't drag this on. It's just gonna be me ranting about it. So
yeah, we apologize for everybody, for going this far on these 2 episodes, because obviously this is not very entertaining. But if you are entertained, good for you. I am not gonna hate on you, but
the chat mirrors our mentality, it seems. Yeah. So it leads to good discussion with it.
I can tell you though that it could have been a whole lot better. Whole lot better.
Yeah.
If they took the time. And maybe the movies, if she is part of the movies down the road or other TV shows, when there's other writers and directors, you're probably going to see the true She-Hulk and her capabilities
when
more.
She becomes a superhero.
Yeah, right? When she becomes full on. I think that's when you're going to let people who are first noticing this character or watching this character for the first time, then you're going to see what everyone was, in love with when she was first introduced way back in the 80s. So, or the 70s. I think 80s, wasn't it?
I'm not talking about years anymore because then I know how old I am. So don't ask me that.
You're the last person I should ask about that, right?
I know the answer. I just want to admit it to myself.
But yeah, okay. What do we give this out of 10?
I expected them to fight, and they didn't even do that. I don't know. This is hard. This isn't better than the last one. I think it's worse. I think it gets a 3.
Yeah. I'm going to give this a 3 as well. Ouch. I've never done that. I've never given back-to-back 3s in a show.
I know it sounds like we're on the hate train, but I can tell you why I don't like it, and that's good enough for me. Like, I know why I don't like these episodes.
Don't hate us for our scores. Those are just our opinions. Don't hate us. You can give your score. In fact, you can give it in our comment section, in the actual video, or in the chat, or even on our podcast. There's areas where you can leave messages and give us comments. Or you can even go to our social media handle at ANR Universe on Instagram, Twitter. Go in there and let us know what you thought of the show. If you think our scores are whack and they're not in line with what you think, I do want to hear people's opinions, especially people who are liking the show, because I just want to hear from their side of the fence of what they think and how they think about it.
Loki likes it. Do you like the comedy, Loki? Is that like what does it for you? Do you like that it's different?
Yeah, I definitely want to hear why Loki likes it. And I'm not saying this in any sarcastic way.
That's not condescending. That's not condescending.
No, yeah, it definitely isn't condescending. That's the word, yeah. I just want to genuinely, hear what people have to say. And I have respect for people's opinions, right? I mean, Omar loves McFarlane. I'll brag on it, but hey, that's his thing. So
that's in just a joke. So we don't.
Yeah, we'll throw jabs here and there for fun, but nothing serious. I'm not gonna ever do that to anybody. But honestly, like, this show is really
A chore.
exhausting. It's
There's a
exhausting.
reason we didn't talk about it last week, and it's because I didn't watch the episode. So I was like,
No,
okay,
we had Brad on, and Brad did not want to talk about it.
okay, that
I
helped
was
too.
like, no, we're talking about the other garbage, which is called Ring of Power. Right?
Boo. Come on, Elvin.
I don't even want to get into that right now.
No, that's
No,
another.
that's another day, another time. But before we head off, I just want to let everybody know. Stay tuned for Andor. We're gonna do a full breakdown on it every week, so make sure to look out for that on our popcorn chicken segment. I also want everybody to know that we are creeping up to that 1,000 mark on our YouTube channel. We would love it if you get out there and tell other people to not only subscribe to our channel, but to leave us a like and a comment, because we're giving away prizes every month on this channel as well. And if they've got some time on Mondays and they want to hang out and have some fun, come to our live, chat with us. We definitely want to take people's questions and responses. We love it. We absolutely love everybody that comes in. Shout out to Lost Cause Collective, everybody out there. Anybody, Toy Amigos, shout out to Toy Amigos. They're doing their thing. Go check them out. Toy Amigos are amazing. They do shows on Tuesdays and Thursday nights. They have a great Instagram account as well with all kinds of cool stuff for action figures. And everybody else out there too in the community, whoever you are, if you want to come chat with us, great, we'll chat with you. And yeah, let's just have a great time in life and enjoy pop culture. D, any? Did we give our take? We gave our take. You gave 3. I've given it a 3 as well.
Loki,
Anything else you want to add?
I think that's about it. I think we ranted long enough.
Yeah, we ranted long enough, right? Loki says, I like that it's lighthearted. It doesn't take itself too seriously. Yeah, I guess.
That's why I liked, this is not the same company, clearly, but I liked Peacemaker for that reason.
Yeah.
But it pulled me in more, so.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Fair enough. And you have nothing else to add, right?
No.
And we'll be back next week to do this all over again. I can't wait. Got a lot of stuff.
3 more times of this She-Hulk thing.
Yes. And we'll have some other topics as well besides that show. All right. So wherever you are in the world or the universe, have yourself a good morning, a good day, and a good night. Adios.
Bye, guys.
Sopranos, got yourself a gun.